still looks. I don't understand why yours looks so good and mine looks so garbage in the OBS feed preview thing. This is weird.
I haven't had to use OBS in a while. So
That is very weird. Anyway, Third and Wrong. Welcome, folks. It's been a while, maybe. I don't actually remember how long it's been.
I don't remember either.
It feels like it was just yesterday. But what I can tell you is today we are discussing... Yeah, the fucking stream on YouTube looks... I look like garbage. I don't know what's happening.
That's not great.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right.
So this one, I've officially named this series that you chose the 1, 2, 3, 4th. And
Okay.
1 is spelled out O-N-E, and then 2 and 3 are both numbers, and 4th is 4th.
I see.
Yeah.
I had 1 movie, 2 movie, 3 movie, 4.
Oh, that's good. What's the next line, though?
For this,
No, is it Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg are at your door?
Well, they're not in any of these movies.
Is it backwards? Is it Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre?
I don't remember the order.
It's Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, my initial might have been fucked up. I'm sorry. I forgive myself, and you should forgive me too.
I did.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4th. Here we go. This is a series of movies. The 4 movies we talked about were. Let's take turns because it's a big load for one person to carry. The first movie was 1 Hour Photo. The second movie was
28 Days Later.
Third movie was 30 Days of Night. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the last one was The Fourth Kind.
Mm-hmm. Good. And if you're watching the live stream, you can see down below I've taken each of the main characters and posted them up there.
Oh, nice.
And I originally thought about doing some other funky stuff with them, but what I did was I kind of tried to even them out as far as actual size comparison. Although Mila Jovovich might be a little bit bigger than normal. Still. All right. So... This was your choice again. It's like
yeah,
it's like I never. I had a run at the beginning, and I gave up one, and it came. The karma is fucking brutal, and it's just never been my chance again. It feels like, but you chose this one, and these are 4 horror/thriller movies. Good timing. It's October. It's the horror month.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'd only seen one of these movies, and it was 28 Days Later. And I had always wanted to watch 1 Hour Photo. And the other 2 movies, I think I'd maybe heard of, and that's about it.
Wow, you had heard of The Fourth Kind?
Yes, I think I had.
That's impressive.
Why is my camera so garbage?
Yeah, I had seen all of these.
Mm-hmm. I hope the audio's not garbage. I'm just talking out loud, but fuck.
Sure.
Why is it so? Yours looks perfectly fine.
Sounds fine to me, but that doesn't mean the recording sounds okay.
No. I'm not talking about the sound. Who cares about the sound? I'm talking about the video quality. Like yours looks smooth as butter, like 60 frames a second. Mine is like 12 frames a second, and I'm recording locally. It's not even the camera I'm using to talk to you with.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's fucked up.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, yeah. So you wanna kick us off?
Sure. 1 Hour Photo.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one.
It's the one.
I don't
and the
actually
1, 2,
know
3, 4.
the order of release of these movies.
Mm.
I'm guessing 1 Hour Photo is probably the oldest.
Oh, I think 28 Days Later is probably the oldest. But I do not know.
I don't know either.
I'll check.
But, all right. Yeah. 1 Hour Photo. Like I said, I hadn't seen this movie. I barely remembered it at all. But, yeah, I'll say off the top, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was great, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought Robin Williams was really good because this was in that phase where he was doing a bunch of like not funny roles.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
There's that I haven't seen that other one. Uh,
Insomnia.
Now, yes, but that's not the one I was thinking of. What's the one that's like?
Patch Adams.
No, I think that one's supposed to be funny.
What Dreams May Come.
No, it's
Fuck.
about like a Barney TV show. Like I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't know. Maybe he's not even in it. But it's like a kids TV show, but like it's not for kids at all.
I don't know.
Whatever. I don't. It doesn't matter. During that time where he was doing a bunch of not comedy movies.
Sure.
But I think this is the only one I've seen from then. But yeah, I liked it. It made me wonder if like a lot of the movie, like the 1 hour photo part, just like doesn't work because 1 hour photos have been gone for like 20 years.
Yeah, for sure. I thought that same thing when I first fired it up. I was like, is this, if somebody were to watch this for the first time, you know, a not old person like us,
Yeah.
would they be like, I just don't get what is happening? But then
Yeah,
again,
like,
I have not been into a Walmart in a very long time, so maybe they still exist. Because like when I first thought of this, the first I always thought when I heard the movie concept and everything, I thought of in that '70s show, there's the photo hut where
yes.
fucking
Yeah.
Cheech is running it, right?
Yeah.
Or no, not Cheech, Chong. Chong is running it, and it's like a hut in the middle of the parking lot at outside of a supermarket, and that's what I always imagined. I didn't think it was like the counter inside of a Walmart, but so
Oh,
maybe that is still relevant. I actually don't know.
that's yeah. I had until you just brought it up. I had not considered that. Yeah, maybe there is 1 hour photo still.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I also have not been in a Walmart in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the other thing that like really surprised me because I just forgotten about it was that in film cameras, when you get to the end of the roll, it rewinds and like rolls itself back up. I completely forgot about that.
When do you think the last time you used a film camera was? I'm pretty sure I know when mine was.
My wedding.
Exactly.
When we had a bunch of those disposable cameras, just like wherever.
Yep.
That's the last time I think, because I already we already had like, a digital camera at that point. So yeah, I would guess my wedding is the last time.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, that just crossed my mind at the beginning. Like, man, does this movie even make sense? But yeah, who knows? I thought the husband, like maybe I'm crazy, but does the husband look like Steve Nash?
Yeah, sure, I can see that.
A little bit, like not exactly, but like as I was watching, like man, that guy reminds me of Steve Nash, but I don't know if that's even remotely close. I did end up looking his picture up, like okay, yeah, not really,
he's
but kind of.
He's got a large head with a short haircut.
Yeah, similar haircut. Yeah.
It's I can see that for sure.
Yeah, but so
he looks vaguely Canadian.
I refer to him as Steve Nash. But yeah, there were a couple, like nothing in the movie is very like scary. This is not a horror movie. It's much more of like a thriller, obviously. It's a horror
psychological
movie. Yeah, but yeah, there were a couple scenes that really made me uncomfortable. The first one was, I mean, it ends up being his imagination, but the part where he's walking around their house and like puts on his clothes and then they walk in the door. Like, and then they're like, oh, Uncle whatever, but like Uncle Si, yeah, like, but that whole, I was like, oh god, oh no, this is horrible. This is because I couldn't remember where it was going. I was like, this has to be an imagination, but man, if it isn't, I
Mm-hmm.
hope it's because this is gonna be so uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that scene was uncomfortable, and the other one uh, was when Sai shows up at the kids' soccer practice
Uh-huh.
and like is like buys him that Evangelion gift thing,
Uh-huh.
like walking home with him. Because like my son has been riding his bike home from soccer fairly
Uh-huh.
recently before I'd go pick him up, and now he goes home on his own. I'm like, oh, this is like one of my worries about him
Mm-hmm.
riding home on his own. Exactly this sort of
Now, you
weird.
don't have to say it, of course, and I suggest you do not say it, but do you have a secret word that you use with your son that only somebody that would actually be there to pick him up that doesn't know, is not his family? Because we
No,
have one with our oldest for sure.
we haven't. But like after watching this, it did cross my mind that
Hmm.
we probably should
Yeah,
have
we've got
some.
a secret word that no one else would ever know, and he has been told countless times, do not fucking go with anybody. It doesn't matter what they
Yeah.
say if they do not tell you this word.
Well, what's the Mabim Bam? They talk about theirs when they were kids every once in a while. I can't
Oh, I
remember
don't
what it
remember.
is, but they have
Uh-huh.
brought it up a couple times that they had. It's like Ducktales or Tailspin or like
Uh-huh.
it's some cartoon reference. I can't remember what it is,
Sure.
but yeah, yeah. No, we do not, but we definitely should. He also usually only has to come home like 2 blocks, 3 blocks, but still, we
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Watching
word
that, I was just like, Ish, this.
the word that we use is, so it's the same word that we used when he was little, and we needed the other to distract him from something.
Oh, okay.
Right? I would say this word to my wife,
Hmm.
and she'd be like, "Okay, hey, hey, hey," or something like that. And it's just
Yeah,
the
that's
same
like
word.
my my nephew when he was little, like 2 maybe.
Hmm.
He loved bananas.
Uh-huh.
So like even just saying the word banana around him, he would start freaking out and need one.
Sure.
So they started calling them Zambonis. So they'd be like, "Do you think should we give him a Zamboni?"
Sure.
Or
Yeah. Yeah.
because he didn't know what that meant,
Uh-huh.
but he definitely knew banana.
Yep.
So yeah, I can understand. But
Hmm.
all right, yeah, back to the movie. Those two
Hmm.
those two scenes made me quite well, not quite. The first one made me uncomfortable. The second one was just like, oh man, yeah, this is not good.
Hmm.
The other like question, I don't know, like I've never been fired from a job, but why would they keep him around for the rest of the week?
Hmm.
Like they're like, oh, wait, we got to let you go, but stick around for the rest of this week. Like,
Hmm.
no. How
Yeah.
about you fired me and I'm going home?
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, like yeah, I don't know. Like that just seemed really weird. I wonder if that's a thing. Like if people do get let go, but like, oh, you can stay on the rest of the week. Like, I don't know. It seemed weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I have been fired once from a job at a fairly large home and clothing retailer. What some people might call an anchor store in a large mall in the town next to where we grew up.
Uh-huh.
I got fired for some bullshit by a guy who hated me forever, and I knew he hated me. And
Uh-huh.
his immediate boss fucking loved me, and he hated that his immediate boss loved me. So he fucking got me on a technicality when I was trying to be helpful to one of my coworkers.
Uh-huh.
I punched in my employee number on the that's it. I bought some shit at the store. I punched in my employee number. I didn't do anything else. Didn't ring up any
Yeah.
other part of the sale. They were bagging the stuff, and I was like, "Oh, I'm blah 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 blah," and that's it. And he's like, "Hey, you can't fucking ring in your own purchases." And so I got fucking this is one of my prouder moments though. So I called into one of the back office, big ass round table. I'm sitting on the other side, and I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's like, "Hey, Brian, we caught you on camera ringing up your own purchase." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, we've got you on camera. You were buying some shorts or whatever, and blah blah blah." And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"No, I just put in my employee number for the discount."
Yeah.
And because they were bagging the clothes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, you can't do that." I was like, "All right, man." I took off my tie. I was like, "I don't have to wear this anymore," and I fucking threw it on the table, and I walked out, and I was done at
Nice.
JC fucking Penney. Fuck you, JC Penney. Fuck you.
My
But
sister
here's the good
worked
thing.
there.
That job, man, I was terrible at. But also, I spent most of my time looking busy, and my key to looking busy. And recently, actually, I taught my kids how to do this. But what I would do is I would take a hanger, a clothes hanger, and I'd put it on my finger and I'd spin it as I walked around the department. I was mostly in the Banana Republic, like
Yeah.
jeans section, and I just fucking spin it on my finger for like just minutes at a time, just looking like I was busy. I'm like, oh, I'm walking over here to put this thing back, and just spinning fucking hangers on my finger.
I don't know how spinning a hanger makes you look busy.
It's better than walking around doing nothing,
I guess
right?
just walking around just aimlessly. Like,
Yeah,
sure, I
exactly.
guess.
So I just walk around, spin a fucking hanger on my finger, and I taught my kids how to do this recently. They're terrible at it, but they're getting better, hopefully.
Nice.
Yeah. So fuck JCPenney. But yeah,
Sure.
I left that day. That's the only time I've ever been let go from a job in any capacity. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. That just struck me as odd. Like, why would you keep someone around for the rest of the week? It just
There was a lot about this movie that struck me as odd. Uh,
sure. Go ahead. I only have one other comment. It's at the very end. So go ahead.
one of the other things that struck me as very odd is that seemingly there was no camera on the knives case in the
Oh.
store. It's like,
Uh-huh.
wait, what? he just he's totally comfortable stealing fucking knives. Cool. All right.
Yeah, that whole store is kind of weird. Like how
Mm-hmm.
everything's like perfect.
Sure. Yeah, I don't have a lot either. I was a little disappointed in this movie, and I have one quote from Wikipedia to say exactly my feelings.
Okay.
It was one of the reviews. So after I finished watching it, I looked at Wikipedia to see, what basically the reaction was, to see if it aligned with my own personal reaction.
Uh-huh.
And this Mick LaSalle review from the San Francisco Chronicle summed up exactly how I felt. I thought it was perfect. He said, "The film is not nearly as intelligent, thoughtful, or penetrating as it promises to be. Yet the
Mhm.
consistent delicacy and emotional clarity of Williams' acting in 1 Hour Photo makes the picture impossible to dismiss." Which I agree. I thought Robin
Yeah.
Williams was very good, but I
Yeah, me
also
too.
thought the movie as a whole was way too far up its own ass. That it thought it
Mhm.
was so clever all of the time, and everything was so deep and scary and emotional, and like it was a lot of not good, and mostly just there.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't read that quote, but yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like Robin Williams kept this movie from being a complete disaster.
Hmm.
I feel like if it, yeah, I don't know, like anyone else, he's not the only one that could have played that role, but
Yeah, sure.
he was really good. He's clearly the best part of the movie, I thought.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, like I didn't like the flip, like I
Oh,
said I didn't like, but sure, go ahead.
oh, by the way, somebody in the chat, I don't know which part of the chat this is. Somebody says 1 hour photo sucked.
It was alright. But yeah, I didn't like the reveal at the end about Psy like the childhood trauma that he went through, and that's why
Mm.
he was the way he was. Like, I don't know. That didn't really seem very earned, since they
Mm.
hadn't really. It just comes out of nowhere at the very end of the movie.
Yeah, what I was hoping for, and you get the initial interrogation scene, and I was hoping that at the end it would be summed up in a much more like the usual suspects kind of uh, more of a like intelligent thriller kind of manner. And it just wasn't. It was like it was basically trying to get a sympathy for him, right?
Yeah.
Uh, but initially, I was hoping it was much more of like a Shutter Island kind of like fucking homicidal Robin Williams just fucking going nuts on these people is what I was hoping for from the beginning,
Mhm.
and that just it didn't.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a letdown, I think,
Yeah,
but I still liked it. I didn't
yeah,
think it
I
was.
did not hate it. I would say I'm gonna slide this in as my number two movie of this quadrilogy.
Number two. Yeah, it's two or three
Mhm.
for me. It's in the middle. I'll give it a little more thought.
Yeah, I think that. Oh, we've got. I hoped for a Mystic River feel. I have not seen Mystic River.
Me neither.
I'll have to check that one out now. But yeah, I definitely was hoping for more. I built this up in my. Oh, by the way, I don't think I mentioned. This
Hmm.
is technically the first movie on the list. It came out in January 2002 at Sundance and came out August 21st, 2002 in the US, which just pips 28 Days Later by a couple months. It came out November 2002.
Okay.
So they're you know 1 hour photo is 28 Days Later's Senpai, but not by much.
Yeah. And then there's a pretty big jump for the
Uh huh.
next. But all right, yeah, let's get to 28 Days Later.
Yes.
28 Days Later. I own this movie. I've seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought I
pretty
did.
sure
But
you and I went to see this together in the theater.
yeah, I thought I owned this as well, but I actually I think I forgot to check.
But yeah, we went to the theater, saw this with my wife.
My wife.
I think it was the three of us.
Uh huh. Yeah, this is the one movie of the four that I had seen, and I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
I still
Again,
liked it.
I'll say this off the top. I liked it before. I still like it now. I thought it was good.
Hmm.
I hadn't seen it in probably like 10 or 15 years,
Yeah, it had been a while for sure.
at least. Like, I think I've seen it here, but I don't remember for sure. Maybe not.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I remember when we went to see this movie,
Hmm.
I had seen like one preview
Hmm.
of the movie. So I did not know it was like a virus zombie movie.
Hmm.
I thought, because like that first preview, or at least the one that I saw that I remember, it was just the parts where he's alone.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they don't
yeah,
show anyone else.
yeah.
So I thought it was like one guy left on the planet type thing.
Hmm.
And then yeah, like when the zombies showed up, I was like, oh wow, this is not this is not the movie I thought it was.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I mean, but yeah, it turned out I liked it anyway. But yeah, I remember going into it thinking one thing and then pretty quickly like, oh wow, this is not the movie I thought it was.
Hmm.
Yeah, I forgot how the movie opens with the research thing with the chimps. I had forgotten that part. I thought it
Uh-huh.
opened in the hospital.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So like when they were doing that first part, I was like, what is this? And then when they like a minute into it, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is how it starts. I forgot about this part.
Hmm.
But yeah. Uh, one of my notes says, God, I need a Pepsi right now. I just don't know why. I don't even like Pepsi. Because Pepsi's just everywhere in this movie.
Sure.
It's just like Pepsi advertisements all over the
It's
place.
like Wayne's World 2.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. One of the first notes I have though is like it's something about like I understand the it works for the transition, but because like they show the chimpanzee like strapped down naked on that table, and then they flip to what's his name?
Jim.
Jim, yeah, Jim naked on the hospital table. Why was he naked?
He had full body surgery.
I mean, he got hit by a car, or what? No, was it a car or was it? I don't know. He gets hit off his bike, and he clearly had some kind of thing on his head.
Yeah.
Why was he naked?
Good
Besides
point.
the obvious symbolism of the two, like, but there's no reason for him to be naked.
A good point. I've been in hospitals for 2 surgeries where I was put completely under, and I don't think I was naked either time.
Yeah, I mean, I've only had the one surgery on my wrist, but I was not naked. Well, as far as I know, I was not naked. I mean, they may have stripped me down after they put me under. I don't know. Yeah, just I didn't. I don't think it had ever crossed my mind until this time. I was like, wait, why is he naked on that table? That makes no sense.
Yeah, good point.
I'd also forgotten how it kind of becomes like a road trip movie in the middle.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
Like I had, like as it was happening, I was like, oh yeah, this part, yeah, I forgot about this. But like, yeah, for some reason, like before I went into it, I remembered the mansion stuff at the end, and I remembered like the beginning, the hospital, and like him meeting the couple survivors and stuff. But yeah, from like the city to the countryside part, I had completely forgotten like all of that.
Here's the question: what genre of movie does this not touch on? So it's a zombie, horror, survival, romantic, comedy, road trip.
I mean, it does have that joke about the giraffe, so
yeah, we talked about that. That was pre-show, but that is gold.
I mean, you could say the end is almost a war movie. Kinda. That last bit.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's Rambo up in there.
Yes, he is.
It hits everything.
It hits a lot of genres for sure.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, this is another just like I had not thought of it until this time watching it. There's that part where they get the flat in the tunnel, and like the rats come through, and then all the infected start running down the tunnel, and like as they like get in the car and like drive away out to safety, the infected stop, like slow down and just start walking again. Like why would they do that? Like why would they slow down other than they're actors and they're tired of running? Like,
well, maybe the infected get tired.
Non-stop running.
Maybe the infected get tired too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my question was: do the infected get tired? Why did they slow down?
Yeah, I don't want to get. I mean, we don't have to discuss too many details of the movie. Everybody should see this movie, so go ahead and watch it. But the one other big thing I would say, two things. The soundtrack was very aggressive, maybe too aggressive.
Yes. Yeah.
Could have used a little bit of self-control. But the other thing is, when they're in the Highlands or whatever, and they make the sign, the big drapery thing, what is happening over there with you?
I don't know. I don't know. Something is beeping over here. I don't know what. Might be this.
So the thing that they chose to write was hello, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So
Oh, that's not it.
why
There we
why in
go.
the world would you choose to write hello? You could have saved resources and time by
Uh-huh.
writing the traditional help, or
Yeah.
even if you want to communicate the same meaning, why wouldn't you just write hi?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
do you think hi would not be an effective communication method? Be like, oh no, hi, that's not real people. Let's just keep on.
well, I mean, the movie reason is so that they could have hell written upside down.
Sure.
But yes, I thought the same thing. Like, why wouldn't they just write help? It's less work.
Let's
It's
work.
like,
Want the same meaning?
if
Just
what
write
they need,
hi.
hello is a weird thing to write. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that
Besides,
was weird.
he also says hello a bunch of times at the beginning of the movie. So maybe all
Hello.
back to that.
Sure. That makes sense. Poetic.
But yeah, I think mostly it's so that they can have hell upside down.
Mm-hmm.
I did like a lot of that kind of stuff, like how that was upside down, and there was another couple weird camera things they do that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's that weird like painted over like with the car just goes across the screen and it's like colored in like flowers.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like just one. It's like 3 second scene, means nothing. It's just like yep. Actually, I guess it might be the transition. Like, all right, here's the end of the fun part. Now back to infected. That
Uh-huh.
might be actually where it happens. But yeah, I guess overall for this one, I don't really like the mansion part
Yeah,
at
I
the end.
understand.
I like I like the movie a lot more up to that point, and then when it gets to the mansion, it's okay. It's like I don't know. There are other endings
Yeah.
that are slightly different, and one that's quite different that they didn't
Mm-hmm.
actually do, but like they're on the DVD that are. I don't know that they're better, but they're interesting.
All right, quick question. So we both like this movie. This is my favorite of the four movies, by far.
Me too.
Quick
No, I wouldn't say
rundown.
by far,
Yeah, I'd say by far. Number two is 1 Hour Photo. Uh, so, quick rundown here. So Danny Boyle is the guy who directed this movie. I want to see how many of his other movies you've seen. His
but
first
okay.
movie, Shallow Grave. These are
No,
directed by. Some of
no.
them are produced and some of them are writer, but whatever.
Okay.
Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Me too. I have not seen Shallow Grave. Next one, A Life Less Ordinary.
No.
Me neither. Next one, The Beach.
Yes.
Me too. 20 Days Later, of course. Next movie is Millions. I don't even know this movie at all.
Millions. No, I don't know that movie either.
Followed by Sunshine, a movie I do not know either.
Sunshine. Yes, I've seen.
No. All right. Slumdog Millionaire, I've seen.
Yes, I've seen that.
Next is a short film. We'll skip it. 127 Hours.
Yes, I've seen that too.
Me too. Next, Trance.
Trance. I don't think so.
Me neither. Steve Jobs. This is the
No,
one
I have not.
starring, because there was
I haven't
like
seen either of them. or
30
any.
movies at the same time. Starring Michael Fassbender.
Nope, did not see it.
I think I saw it. I actually don't remember. T2 Train Spotting.
No.
I don't remember if I've seen it. And Yesterday.
No. But yeah, I'm interested in that one. I'll watch that eventually, probably.
Yeah, I have not seen it either. I've seen advertisements on whatever Netflix or uh,
Yeah,
Amazon.
I saw
But
a
yeah,
preview somewhere. I was like,
I
that's
was
a cool
I
idea.
was surprised at how many of his movies I had seen.
Yeah, I didn't realize he had done some. I didn't know 28 or not 127 hours. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, that one actually is the only one he's directed, produced, and wrote.
But now that you say that, there are some things that yeah, like I guess it kind of does make sense that there are some touches that you could say like, yeah, that's his type of movie.
Sure. And he's got a TBA movie called Methuselah coming down the pipe. Stay tuned for that.
All right, maybe I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Hey, Methuselah, that guy was old.
I've heard.
Might have some stuff to talk about.
All right. Not that I took a lot of notes on those first two, but here's where my notes drop off pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. I would say
Oh,
I'm first three movies I've got about the same amount of notes. Fourth movie I have almost nothing.
fourth, yeah, the fourth movie I have very few notes. Third movie less than the other two, but
Mm.
not a huge drop off, but
So
less for sure.
third movie is 30 Days of Night, a movie you'd seen I had not, and I don't think I'd even heard of it. Maybe.
Okay. Did you do any looking into it before you watched?
No, I didn't
No.
look into
Oh.
anything before I watched.
Why don't you go first on this one?
So my first line is, okay, is this gonna be just The Thing but up north? And it wasn't.
No.
No. Next one was, I feel like she's not a native English speaker, or she's putting on an American accent at least. And yep, she's Australian.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Mm, next note was that grinder thing is probably going to be what kills the monster, probably. Not entirely, but it was used later.
Yep.
And then I thought, oh, okay, so zombies, which is not in fact the truth. They are vampires.
Yep.
So
How far into the movie did it take you to realize it was vampires?
Well, I
I
can't
mean,
say exactly. Wonder if there's any kind of zombies are here. It was whatever. It was the scene after the grinder was introduced, or something like that. So it was fairly early that I thought it was zombies, and then I don't know if I said vampires ever after that.
it gets pretty clear it's vampires quick.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go direct with this one. I didn't really like this movie a lot. I
I didn't
thought
like it.
I didn't like the vampires. I thought they sucked.
Uh-huh. I agree.
They I did so okay, my biggest problem with them was not the actors themselves. Whoever the main vampire was, I think did an amazing job, but
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't care about them and I didn't know why they were there ever. It was just like a random thing, but this is something that happens every year, right? So there's 30 days of night in this place every single year. There's no, as far as I remember, there's no specific reason that they chose to come this year or that they had ever come to this place before, even though this thing happens every single year.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just never, start to finish, understood a reason for them to be there. I understood like their ideas to like burn the town down to cover their tracks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what are they doing the other 335 days of the year?
Good
Right?
question.
Like, okay, there's 30 days of night, which is cool. Very cool. There are
Mm-hmm.
places with probably more days of night that you could probably hang out around.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I think so.
but still, like I just never understood the reason for them to be there specifically. And that like didn't also I had a big problem with the passage of time in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Like a part of it was probably because when I watch movies in general, I'm also working or I'm doing something else. So I don't if it's only done with text on the bottom of the screen, I will probably miss it most of the time.
That's
So
exactly how it was.
I did catch it a couple of times like okay, now it's been a week or whatever. But also like even so like it's been like 2 weeks and nobody's showered and nobody says anything about anybody stinking. And I'm like, what is happening? So I had a bit of a problem with the passage of time. It seems like they would just stay in a house with no supplies and nothing, no movement or anything for like 2 weeks at a time, and it's just like nothing. And like I just uh, I I didn't love this movie for sure.
Mhm.
I also don't understand the name Eben. Where's that? What's
Yeah,
who's ever
yeah,
been named Eben?
that's a weird. I thought I was mishearing it at first, but then
Uh-huh.
yeah, I looked at the end like, nope, that character's name is Eben. That's
Hmm.
okay.
The final sacrifice of himself to do
Mhm.
the thing, like, okay, sure, but I never at any point really cared about his character, so I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. So I don't know. What do you think? You've seen this before. Was it better the second
Uh,
time?
so yeah, I saw it years ago. I don't remember. Maybe let's say 10 years ago, probably. And I did not remember a lot of it. I had totally forgotten how violent it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the violence like starts to kick off, I was like, "Whoa, wow! I forgot about a lot of this because it's quite violent at times."
2007.
Yeah, so yeah, I probably saw it around when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
when it came to video or whatever, DVD, whatever. But yeah, so I would say I agree with you. I feel like a lot of it is not explained. Like there was that ship they showed for like 2 seconds
Mm-hmm.
as the stranger guy is walking into town. So that's where they are most of the year, I think, is on that boat. He's because he can that stranger guy is not a vampire, right? So he can man the ship during the day, or
Yeah, but okay, sure. That checks out for like this season, right?
yeah, well, yeah. So
There's
and they
no
also
way
said
he's done it more than 1 year, right?
what
There's no way that he's done it more than 1 year,
done what?
navigating or whatever. It's, manning the ship.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It can't be because like okay, he's sent into fucking town. He's under the idea that he's going to be made into a vampire. There's no way he does this for years and years at a time. I don't think.
I don't. Well, I think that's a thing with some vampires. Like that's a thing where like
Really? They've tricked this dude into doing their bidding for multiple years and then kill him this year?
yeah. I don't know. I'm not defending this movie. There's a well. So what I was getting to is this movie is based on a graphic novel
Sure.
where I think a lot of this stuff is. I've never read it, but I would bet a lot of it is explained of where they go. Like I think I my like I liked this movie. It's not my favorite of the four, but I liked it. But I think it. I'm interested to read the graphic novel or the comic book because I bet it works a lot better. Like that last scene where they're watching the sunrise and he turns into dust or whatever. I bet that works a lot better
Let's
in a
say
graphic
Ash.
novel than it does in this movie. I laughed. I was like, "This is fucking stupid." Like it's supposed to be touching
But
for
Mike,
sure.
you obviously don't understand how perfectly they set that up at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. They said yes. Everybody comes here on their first date or whatever.
Hmm.
Which, yeah, whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah. Um. So yeah,
There's
I'm interested to read the comic book.
I would
I thought
say
the movie was
personally, by
okay.
far, this is my least favorite of the movies.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's saying
Well,
something.
that's actually no, that's not. You like alien stuff, alien abduction stuff.
Well, okay, we're not there yet, but I've got a lot of problems with the fourth movie also.
Yeah, I don't have any. Let me look real quick.
I do like aliens though.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this one. I liked it. It's probably my second or third. Like I said, 1 hour photo or this one or in the middle. I'm not
I
sure.
I think that I I think maybe my biggest problem with this movie is I think there is a very good movie possible from this source material. This was
Yeah,
not the movie though. This was
sure.
not the good movie. I think the vampires, except for the main vampire, all sucked. I didn't like a lot of the prosthetics and like makeup that they did with most of the vampires.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like how they passed time. I didn't like pretty much any of the actual characters that are not vampires. I didn't really care for any of,
Townspeople.
yeah, the townspeople and like his relationship with the chick, and like it was just like all very heavy handed, and like there, even like his, I guess it's his brother, right? His brother kills his family.
Uh,
Is it his brother? Is it or cousin? Maybe.
no, it's his brother.
I think it's his brother. He kills his family to protect them, right? And like that was like literally like a 2 minute scene in the movie, and
Mhm.
it could have been so much more poignant and so much more powerful and everything. It's just like, yeah, I think that there is a very good possibility for this movie, and it just misfired on basically everything for me.
They also like the wife, ex-wife. I was unsure if they were estranged wife. It
Mm-hmm.
kind of seemed like they were trying to set her up as kind of like a badass, but then immediately she's not. Like when she
Right.
puts the gun to the guy back of the guy's head in the restaurant.
Uh,
Like I was like, oh, okay, cool. She's I don't I thought maybe she was going to be more of a badass, but she's not. She's immediately just kind of becomes useless in
mm-hmm.
most situations. But
Yeah, Josh Hartnett.
yeah, I think the premise, yeah, like the
Hartnett.
idea of the story is cool. Of
Yes.
vampires taking over a place because it's
Yes.
night all the time. That's a good idea. But like I said, I bet who knows if I'll ever actually read it, but I bet it works better in the comic book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I don't know, maybe I missed it, but there's like no setup for this happening prior until basically the end, where they're like, oh, they've done this before, and it's been, excused as some sort of accident somewhere else or whatever, right? If that had been like more upfront.
I thought the vampire said something about how this was why didn't we think of this sooner, or why
Oh,
didn't we do this? I think this is the first time. And they said that they were going to start they assumed that those they would just go down the coast to other cities.
uh, sure,
So
maybe.
I think this was the first time they had tried this type of
Okay,
thing.
that's fine, but then they've been around for millennia or whatever, and like it's just nothing before this. No one.
Yeah, I don't know. Also,
It's
why another thing that didn't make sense to me, why did they wipe out the entire town on like apparently the first day?
uh
Don't they need those people like
huh.
throughout the 30 days? It seems like they wiped out everyone
hmm
in the first 24 hours,
hmm
except for the little band of survivors. But
Yeah.
that seemed odd to me. Like, why didn't they keep a bunch of them around? That seemed weird. But yeah, I don't know. I still liked it as just a dumb action horror movie.
Yeah. So my final note was that final fight was bad. The ending was bad. The consistency of how fast people would turn seemed off. Still, just don't really know anything about the bad guys, really. Yeah. So I just felt like there was a lot missing. But like I
Yeah,
said,
the vampires barely talk, like even to each other. Like there's very little dialogue
mhm,
with them,
mhm.
and what the main vampire says is often really stupid.
Uh,
But
I don't even need dialogue from a vampire, but I need a little more world building, I think.
yeah, I think they didn't explain the vampires well. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't want too much from the vampire explanation.
Hmm.
But yeah, well, all right. Let's go to the
All right,
last
last movie, Fourth Kind, The Fourth Kind, Fourth Kind, The Fourth Kind, something.
the fourth kind. I
The
think.
Fourth Kind, starring Mila Jokovic, and you get a full frontal of her very early in this movie. She comes out, she says, "This is a real movie that's based on real events, and you'll see some archival footage to prove
Oh
how
yeah,
fucking real this shit is, man."
yeah, you
And
do.
I don't know about you, But the first time I saw the archival footage, I was like, this is fucking fake, man. What is this?
Okay, so yeah, one of my later notes says, feel like they are playing very loose with the actual audio slash video.
Yeah. And I thought about at this point, like literally like a minute into the movie, I was like, should I look to see if this is actually real? And I thought, nope, I'm gonna wait until the end of the movie because I don't want to spoil anything for me. But this is fucking fake as shit. There's no
But
way
so
this is real.
I didn't look too much into it, but I'm willing to bet the actual audio slash video
Mm-hmm.
got to be less than 2 minutes total.
No, no, no.
It,
There's zero. It's zero. None of this is real.
really, I didn't look up.
Yeah, 100%. This is not anything factual based. This is 1,000% fake,
Well, I mean,
top to
like
bottom.
the part where they drive up to the house and like the actual footage is so very well framed
Uh huh.
on the window. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
The only thing in this movie that might be real is during the credits. They play like phone
Oh
conversation,
yeah,
people
I
that call
listened
in
to
and
a
like
minute of that.
that's possibly real. I didn't vet that at all, but no, no, no. Like the fucking the doctor who's interviewed. I mean, she's got makeup and it's all
Oh yeah,
fake and like
that was clearly an actor.
yeah, all everything is fake in this movie. There's nothing based on reality. And like I checked at the end. I went onto Wikipedia or whatever, and I checked some sources and like the mayor of Gnomes, like this is Hollywood, you know, bullpucky, and like none of this happened. None of it is real. It is absolutely fake, top to bottom.
So all of that stuff at the end about like, oh, this person
Yeah,
wouldn't.
fake.
None of those people are real.
None of those people are real. Which, like I
Why
said,
would they
when
go to all the trouble to make it?
I mean, it was the Blair Witch effect, is my guess. You know,
Sure,
it's that
yes,
kind of thing. But like Blair Witch, paranormal activity. That's a hard word to say. Those are, I mean, it's basically doing that, but they went the extra mile to try and upfront convince you to think this is actually real. We're over here just kind of reenacting it, but it is based on some real shit. No, it's fucking not. It's based on
this is
bullshit.
this is like that. Oh man, what the Da Vinci Code? In the
Uh-huh.
beginning of that book,
Uh-huh.
there's a disclaimer that says something about all the descriptions of like art and architecture are real and accurate or something,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Like, which is, yeah, of course. The
yeah.
interpretations are all total bullshit.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, the descriptions of all of the art. But like, I remember people saying, like, well, but it says it's all real and accurate. Like yeah,
It's
yes, you described the Mona
it's like
Lisa.
National Treasure.
Like,
I mean, there is the Declaration of Independence. That is a
yeah,
true document.
I didn't.
Maybe the map to the treasure is not on the back. Who knows?
I didn't. I
Have you
didn't
ever
look
seen the back?
any of this movie up. Obviously, afterward, I didn't know it was completely made up.
Yeah, no. For me, like I said, when she came out and she said they mixed actual footage with
Yeah,
this, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I saw the footage, and I was like, there's no way this is real. And
yeah.
like I said, I held off. I waited until I finished the movie, but there was no doubt in my mind that none of that was real.
Huh.
And I confirmed none of it is real. It's
Even when it says actual,
ridiculous.
like, because there are times when it says actual video,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll cut away, and it'll
Yeah.
come back to basically the same thing, but it doesn't say actual video on it anymore.
Yeah, none of
So
it's
I
real.
figured like maybe that first part was because it's just like a car driving on a driveway, and it
Sure.
cuts away, then it comes back, and now it's perfectly framed. Like okay,
Uh-huh.
maybe I figured like okay, maybe that one part was, and
Hmm.
I figured some of the audio might have been real.
Yeah,
But
no, none of it's real.
wow.
Uh, so yeah, so this is okay. I'm gonna say this is my third favorite movie, but a lot of it, like I did not like that fact. I wish. I mean, okay, I get it, but if you're gonna do that, the fake stuff or the fake real stuff should be a lot better. It should be like handy cam, you know, found footage and stuff like that. Like I think the ideas of a good movie are in this, and they did not execute for sure.
Uh-huh.
Mila Djokovic, I thought, or Jokovic was pretty decent. Those two, the sheriff and the other guy, like I always confuse in outside
Oh,
of this movie. I
uh-huh. Yeah.
always think they are the same person.
I kept getting them confused too. Yeah, the sheriff and the other therapist.
Yeah, so I thought
Yeah.
that was a bit tricky, but yeah, I thought there was some good stuff. There's a lot of bad stuff. A lot of oh, dude, oh, in one when she listens back to the recording for the first time, like her
Uh-huh.
secretary comes in. Man, I had fucking crazy goosebumps during that scene. It was so good. Uh, when yeah, she was abducted or whatever the first time.
Yeah.
That was nuts. So I enjoyed that.
Uh-huh.
There was one other thing I wanted to say. Though. Oh, so okay, spoilers. Here comes the basic end of the movie is, I guess, saying she's crazy, right?
Kind of. It seems to imply, yeah.
That's what the sheriff is saying. No, he killed himself, and you know, no one knows where your daughter is, and all this
Yeah.
stuff. So everybody thinks, and even the therapist is like, okay, you know, you got to give it up. Um,
Yeah.
but what about the fucking the police dude that saw the fucking UFO fly over their house?
Yeah,
Like,
good question.
if she's crazy, okay, but what about that scene?
Yeah, like in that scene he's clearly looking up.
Uh
Like
huh.
at like the like half a second where you see something go over the top of the house. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. There's no resolution to that.
No, yeah, no, there's not. Also, if they have that videotape, there's very clearly something over the house. Like,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah, some of the videotape stuff was pretty crazy. The dude that levitates off the bed,
yeah, that was cool.
that was intense. And then when she like her fucking mandible just like separates,
Yeah,
that
that was
was
gross.
that was a bit disturbing. But yeah, man, this one and 30 Days a Night, I feel like there's better movies, better movies out there for both of these. I think that's probably the same for 1 Hour Photo too. There's definitely a better movie out there for me.
Yeah, I would say yeah, all of them. I think even 28 days later, I could.
Yeah, get rid
I
of
think
the fucking the compound section.
yeah, the mansion part is not. It's not bad, but it's yeah, it's just not. There's other
I
ways it could have gone.
Yeah, I think you can streamline that. I think that can be part of, like you said, the road trip. Make that not. Yeah, it was too long. That section was too long.
The end, the mansion part.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
it yeah, I agree. It could be like 20 minutes shorter, I
Like
think.
you consider the guy that told the wonderful giraffe joke. He's only in the movie for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
But that that mansion part had to be in like 35 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably like a third of the movie. It's long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't take a lot of notes on this one. I didn't realize it was not actual footage. I mean, I assumed that I was like this most of this movie, if there is any actual footage in here, is extremely small, and they're being very loose with what is and isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, one of my first notes it's I think maybe the first scene they're panning through like the one of the therapists like rooms, and there's a stereo on a
Mhm.
bookshelf. I had that stereo when I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
And I think my dad still uses the stereo in the garage when he's like working in the garage. I think he
Sure.
still uses it. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that is the stereo I had in maybe
Was it
junior high
a
school.
mini disc player?
No, it's like two tape decks. That's it.
Sure.
It doesn't even have a CD player on it. It's good. But yeah, that and what's the other? Oh yeah, the the scenes where the scene where the one guy gets hypnotized by Mila Jovovich, and like I've never been to therapy, but I'm guessing that it's not normal to have your wife and a total stranger
Oh, yes,
in.
that stereo. I
Yeah,
reckon. Gotcha.
yeah, the bookshelf, yeah, behind her head. Yeah, that I had that stereo.
Uh-huh. Oh, I've seen it before.
But yeah, just a therapy session where yeah, your wife and a total stranger are in the room seemed a little strange to me. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this was the number 4 for me. I remember the first time
Yeah.
thinking it was pretty stupid, and then this time I wanted to do 1, 2, 3, 4, so I needed a 4 movie that was also slightly horror or thriller. So this is the only. Well, this is one of the 2 movies I could find.
Uh,
But I think you made the better choice. The other one's not. Kind of long and boring.
also, one of the reasons, one of the first reasons I thought that the archival footage was fake is because I thought I recognized the actress that was playing the doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was wrong. It's actually somebody different, but I was like, man, I fucking know her. I thought it was the lady that plays Eve in Northern Exposure. Just throwing it out there.
Oh.
But it's not. It's not her. It's a different. It's a British actress. In fact, this movie is full of English actors and actresses. Just
Really?
fucking all over the place. They're all English except for Mila.
The other, well, no, well, I don't know where he's
Well,
from.
okay, yes,
The other therapist, right? He's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey
Casey
Jones.
Jones,
Yeah.
and isn't he also in like what Ice T SVU CS?
Oh, is
No,
he?
not
I don't know.
CSI.
I've never seen
It's
those.
shit. It's not Crime Street. It's Law
It's.
and Order. Law and Order SVU. I think maybe he's in that also.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I've
And
never.
then the other guy, the sheriff, he's in
I
one
didn't
of the.
recognize him.
Oh, he's in one of those asteroid movies. Maybe the one with Aerosmith.
Is he?
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Don't wanna miss a thing.
What is the name of that movie? I have no idea.
Nope, it's not Deep Impact. Is it Deep Impact or is it the other one?
No, it's the other one.
Armageddon. Armageddon.
I kept thinking Apocalypse, and I was like, "What? That's not it."
Yep, he's in Armageddon.
Armageddon. Yeah. Is he? Huh.
He's also in Remember the Titans. He's in Roadhouse 2, which I didn't know was a movie, but now I'm interested.
Me neither.
Uh,
Huh. All right. Yeah, I would say my list. 28 Days Later is number 1.
yeah, agree.
I'll say 1 Hour Photos number 2. 30 Days Night number 3. Fourth Kind is number 4 for me.
I'll go 28 Days Later, 1 Hour Photo, Fourth Kind, and 30 Days. About the same.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. we got to do next. Is this one of the top 3 movie series of all time?
No,
No, is the
no.
answer. No.
It's easy. I don't even need to look. No, it's not.
What could you name the top 3? One is the Fistful of Dollars trilogy, whatever
Yeah,
that's
the
called.
Dollars trilogy.
Dollars?
John Cazale was in 3
Oh,
other
that's right.
movies.
And what's the other one?
One more. What's the other one?
It's not The Karate Kid. It's not Friday.
It's not Tremors.
It's not Trimmers. We still need to watch the newest Trimmers.
Yeah, we do. What is it?
It's not Star Trek.
No, it's not Star Trek. It's not Major League.
No. The first movie's so good though.
It's not Police Academy.
Hell no. It's not Police Academy. You're right.
It's not Lone Wolf and Cub.
No.
Is it Rambo?
No. Think more Southern Hemisphere.
Southern Hemisphere. Oh, Fury Road, Mad Max. Is it Mad Max?
Yeah, it's Mad Max.
Yeah. I forgot we watched those. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are good movies.
I totally forgot as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I was like,
it's not there.
I was like, maybe we liked Rambo, but I can't imagine we put that in the top 3.
Mm.
All right.
Isn't there a new Rambo coming out as well?
I don't know. Probably.
I think. Anyway, so that's not it. All right. So that's it. We're done with that, and now we need to decide the next series.
Actually, speaking of, when I was going through my ideas, I had to move one of my selections up one category because they've made another one since I put it on this list.
Oh.
I can't remember if it went from 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, but it had to go up one category.
Well, you need to pick a movie series with 5 movies this time.
Yep, I got it.
I need to pick a movie series, of course, again, with only 3. Are you tuned into the stream? Can you see this? Can I share it? If I share my screen with you in this, I'm gonna fuck everything up, I think.
Hold on, I can. Well, if I go to YouTube, it'll be on delay, but
I'm guessing Twitch is probably
Twitch
more
right.
in sync.
Don't make noise. Yeah, I can see that. How? Yeah, I can see that. All right.
I can hear you seeing that.
Yeah, I wanted to see how much. About a 3, 4, 5 second delay somewhere in there, but yeah, I can see.
All right, cool. I won't say anything. Here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel. Spin it.
Oh, yep. Now it's spinning. I can see on your screen over there that it stopped. Letters in movie names.
All right, so of course we'll go with the first movie in the series. How many letters?
The first movie. Okay. I'm guessing it's this one then.
I'm gonna make a executive decision and say we include any thes or us.
Okay.
Whether it's at the beginning of the title or even in the middle, everything counts. Every letter counts. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I got my number. You got yours?
Yes, I do.
All right. My number is 14.
My number is 6.
Okay. You're less, or what is it? Let's switch over. Least.
Yeah, I don't know.
You are least. I am more.
Most.
Or least and most.
Yeah.
Least and most. Here we go. Spin it again. Come on, Mose.
This time I'm
So
not.
the only reason I want it is I want to do series 4 movies. I just need to get the 3 out of the way. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I am most your least. Spin.
Spin.
Why? Why, God?
So
Fuck.
I'm gonna give you the option here.
Unbelievable. All right, it's you. You are the picker.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Well, hold on.
So you need a movie series with 5 entrants.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah. Let's do this one.
Fucking hell.
You want me just to tell you? It's
I
not a
mean,
traditional series, I'll say.
You fucking never pick a traditional series. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tremors, traditional series. Rambo, traditional series.
How many years ago were those?
The past few, I have not been picking traditional. I have a bunch of regular ones on here. I just don't feel like doing them. This one is topical, sort of.
All right. Is one of the movies Bulworth?
No, but you're very, very in the right category.
Is one of the movies Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
No, but you're still on the right path.
Is one of the movies All the President's Men?
No.
God damn it. Is one of the movies Beavis and Butthead Do America?
Boy, if I could fit that into a quadrilogy or whatever somehow.
Quintilogy.
Yeah, but no.
Oh, I was gonna say, what's that movie, or what's the movie with the Prowse song? And that's actually Bulworth, I think. Never mind. So it's 5 movies. It's not a traditional series. Does any of the movies contain or star? Of course, he can't be contained, but Denzel Washington.
I don't think so. I mean, one of them for sure, no.
Are they 5 movies where the White House is blown up?
I don't think the White House is blown up in any of them.
Okay, so I'm guessing
cannot confirm that.
Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down are not included.
And Independence Day.
Is the White House blown up in Independence Day? Or is that the Capitol building?
Oh.
Or is it both?
I don't know. I thought it was the White House, but you might be right. Maybe it's the Capitol building. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I saw that.
All right, 5 movies. 5 movies.
Yeah.
Are they all from the same
you're
genre?
Really close. If you name one of them,
is one of them War of the Worlds?
No, you're going off track a bit.
Is one of them Red, White, and Blonde?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's that Reese Witherspoon movie.
Oh boy.
Where she's got a chihuahua, and it's like the sequel to whatever. I can't remember the name of the original movie. Legally Blonde? Legally Blonde.
That's a movie, sure.
And then like the sequel is Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde, I think. And she goes to the U.S. Capitol something. I've never seen any of them, but okay. So is there a connection with Washington D.C.?
Very much.
And it's 5 movies.
Mm-hmm. That are connected, but not in the
Directly.
traditional Tremors, Tremors 2, Tremors 3, Tremors 4 type. You're very close.
Are they generally comedic movies?
No, I don't think any of them. I bet all of them are labeled drama first.
Is one of them JFK?
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Actually, I say oh no only because I know that's long as
It
fuck.
is crazy long.
I actually have not seen the whole thing, and I
Me
actually
neither.
recently thought about watching it. Okay,
All
so
right,
one of them
so
is JFK, one of them is Hoover.
no,
Damn it.
but you're on the right track. Just keep going this way.
One of them is Hamilton.
Nope. I don't think that's a movie yet. I'm sure it's gonna be.
No, they released the stage production video.
Oh, really?
Okay, JFK, RFK,
No,
LBJ.
no,
Oh fuck. GBH. Wait,
no.
that's not anything. Okay, JFK. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Are these all connected by my man Kevin
No,
Hart? What's his name? I don't remember.
no, they're not. Are you talking about Kevin Costner?
Yes, Kevin Costner. All right, are we watching The Postman?
No,
The Water's Gone,
the
and
water's gone. I think there's only water.
okay, the water's there.
The water's very much there.
There's nothing but water.
Yeah,
Uh, Wait, okay, so it's political, and one of them is JFK.
uh-huh.
One of them is The Motorcycle Diaries.
No,
Damn it. None of them has J. Edgar Hoover.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think so, though.
If you were to put JFK at the front of the list, or the back of the list, or the middle of the list, where would JFK go?
In this list, he would be at the top, but normally he'd be in the middle. I only had 6 letters. Does that help?
For the whole movie quadrilogy?
No, no,
Quintilogy?
no. Remember, it was
For the first movie.
the first movie, which I did not count JFK as the first movie.
What's the
But it only
first
had
letter of the
6 letters.
first letter of the first movie?
W.
Watergate.
No.
That's too many
But
letters.
that's
West Wing.
no.
I mean, West Wing. Wah. 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 Who?
You're so close.
What's the second letter?
Of the first one? I.
Yes.
W-I.
We.
I'll give you the year. It was released in 1944.
6 letters, 1944. We.
You got JFK.
What's the third letter?
L. Will.
Wilm. What? 1944.
It was released in 1944.
Will.
How about this? All of the movies have one-word titles.
Fuck. All right. Okay. Second movie. First word. First letter.
Second movie. I hadn't really figured out the order that we would watch these. I guess probably we'll go release order. So I think next, hold on, I need to look it up.
Is the first one Wilson?
Yes.
Is it about Woodrow Wilson?
It is.
Oh, okay. So we have Woodrow Wilson, we have JFK. Are these... I mean, JFK obviously is not, but it's not a documentary. I didn't know there was a movie about Woodrow Wilson. Is there one about Taft?
No, none of these are documentaries.
Yeah. You know that canal down in Panama? Can you dig it? Taft did. That's my favorite line from my 11th grade report on presidents.
I've heard it.
It's so good.
All right, you got three more. You got JFK.
Nobody understands him but his woman, Helen Taft. All right, Wilson, JFK, and
three
more
one
presidents.
Word titles.
Hoover. No.
Nope. You're on the right track. Just keep going down that track. JFK, Wilson, not Hoover.
How am I going down that track? Is there another fucking FBI guy that I know of?
Come on.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, on the right track. No.
Which Roosevelt, huh?
Doesn't matter.
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Nope.
All right, I guess I'll start listing off all the presidents I remember. Garfield. Garfield?
No.
Are we watching a Garfield movie?
That would be funny.
Okay, I'm going backwards. Obama.
Nope.
Bush.
Nope.
Clinton.
Nope.
Reagan.
Nope.
Carter.
Nope.
Nixon.
Yes.
Okay. Before Nixon, there was.
Why don't you jump ahead a few? Jump backwards a few years.
Okay. Cleveland.
No.
Hamilton. Jefferson.
No.
Washington.
No.
Lyndon B. Haynes.
No. How much longer do you want to do this?
Alexander. Did I say Alexander? Benjamin Franklin.
No. God, you named lots of them.
Lincoln.
Yes,
Fuck.
Lincoln. Yes.
Oh, that movie is so long too. God damn.
Hey, guess what? These are all long movies. All right, there's one more. You got JFK, Lincoln, Nixon, and Wilson.
What's the first letter?
T.
Truman.
Yes.
Okay.
You got them. JFK, Lincoln, Nixon, Truman, Wilson. They're all president movies.
They are all president movies, that's for sure. I have only seen completely for sure Lincoln. I've seen parts of JFK, but I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
I am right there with you. I've never seen the full JFK movie, and I have watched all of Lincoln.
Okay. This is an amazing undertaking. But
yeah, this
I'm
one's
there for it. I'm excited. These are all movies I'm excited to see. Is there actually a movie about Woodrow Wilson?
Yeah, 1944. It's on YouTube.
Sure. What are they going to talk about Woodrow Woodrow
It's like
Wilson.
2.5 hours long.
I can see Eisenhower. 2.5 hours. What is the shortest and what is the longest? Because I remember when fucking JFK came out and it was like 4 VHS tapes or some bullshit.
Yeah, JFK is the longest. It's over 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Hold on. I'll look up the others real quick. Lincoln.
Lincoln is long. And not to blow my load too early, but Lincoln is
2.5 hours.
a drag.
It's 2.5 hours. I remember thinking it was okay, but
It's very slow.
yikes! Nixon is also over 3 hours. And
what's that guy's name? Daniel Day-Lewis. Have you ever seen
here we go. Truman. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong Truman.
That was about Capote.
Say, it's only an hour and 50 minutes, but that's some comedy named Truman.
Oh boy, the Truman Show.
Not the one we're watching.
Have you ever seen a movie that Daniel Day-Lewis was in that you really liked?
2 hours and 15 minutes for Truman. Daniel Day-Lewis.
The only two I've seen are that one and Lincoln and Gangs of New York, which I didn't really like that very much either.
Oh no, yeah. It's the oil one. What's that movie called?
Giant.
No.
What Dreams May Come. That's not it. What's it called? It's
Daniel Day-Lewis.
You're not talking about that movie, are you?
What?
That one?
There Will Be Blood.
Ah.
I like that movie.
That movie is good. You're right.
It's good, but it's also long.
I've never seen. What's it called? The Mohawk movie.
Last of the Mohicans. Yeah,
there you go.
I saw it when it came out. I don't really remember it. I remember people really liked the soundtrack a lot. Yeah, I've seen Gangs of New York. I didn't like that movie though.
Me neither.
But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think they're all over 2 hours long.
That's an undertaking.
And I'm gonna say there's a very good chance I'm gonna watch JFK in 2 parts. And same with, I think Nixon was also over 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess I'll probably watch all of them in multiple sittings.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well there you go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4th. Third and wrong. Done. I apologize. My video has been obviously terrible this whole time. Audio seems to have been fine. No, I don't know what is happening. It's a slideshow over here. But the audio seemed to have been fine as far as I could tell. Your video seemed to be fine as well. So, whatever.
Right.
Who cares? Put up a static image. Boom. Talk to the hand.
All right, who knows when we'll get to that? Will we get to it this year? Maybe.
I'm going to say no. We might be able to pump out a 5-bagger before the end of the year, but I'm going to guess this next Third and Wrong will be a 2021 joint.
Probably.
I think I could probably burn through one of those movies a month.
Yeah, I don't know when I'll have time. But
damn.
I'll get there.
Very interested to see what Wilson's all about.
Me too. Oh yeah, that's the one. We can talk about viewing order later. I say we do them chronologically, oldest to most recent.
Sure.
Release,
release, not presidential wise.
I mean, we could. Let's figure that out later.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.
Be nice to people and wear a mask.
To people.